Oh, what's going on? So, I don't think I've ever seen a game released to mostly positive reviews that so quickly reversed to almost all negative reviews like Starfield did. So in my opinion, this was a result of a lot of content on front to comb through, and then the illusion of content on the back end that left a bad taste in players' mouths. For me, after beating the main story in the faction quest, I was ready to dive into the planet exploration. There's so many planets, I assume there's going to be a ton of content to still find. I was looking forward to various hidden quests, unique locations that I can make videos for. But then all I found was the repetitive, procedurally generated locations that lacked any variety. It's like, seriously, how many friggin' abandoned mines can you find before you lose interest in the game? So, in my opinion, the only way Bethesda can save Starfield's legacy at this point is to have really good DLC. So, we know the first DLC is called Shattered Space. That's due in around fall of this year. And that's rumored to center around House of Ruin. But in this video, I'm just going to have some fun. I'm going to brainstorm a DLC idea that I think would generate a lot of interest back into Starfield. So my idea for a DLC would be to have a Vault-Tec vault on Earth. So Earth was so disappointing in the base game, I think this would help make up for it. You can go in multiple directions with this. I came up with 3 options. The first option would be to base the whole DLC around the vault. This could be a vault featured in one of the Fallout games that we are already familiar with, or it could be an unknown vault that would be completely new to us. It could be set up by finding a book that mentions the company Vault-Tec, and then a mission pops up on Earth, just like the snow globes. So the DLC will take place entirely in the vault. So to fill out the full DLC, I think you would need to have NPCs in the vault to interact with. This could be a problem for Starfield's lore, seeing Earth was devastated. To have humans in the vault, you would have to explain how they survived for so long. I'm not sure if humans could survive that long, even with a vault as a sanctuary. And if they did, they probably would have to have been locked down and have never left it. This could have, affected their behavior, as they would be really standoffish to any outsiders. So you'd have to explain, come up with a premise to get them inside the vault. But if Bethesda doesn't want to deal with all that explaining, they could go with robot NPCs. You could have some friendly ones and some hostile, so that way you get some action into the DLC. The second option would be to make it one of multiple locations in the DLC. Again, it could be a vault we've seen before or an entirely new one. So it would be a location where the player stops in, maybe only has access to a limited area of the vault, and comes there to pick up a quest item or learn some vital information for another quest. This would be the easier option for the writers because you wouldn't need to populate the vault with NPCs. And it could have audio recordings that tell the tale of the vault before Earth's destruction. Bethesda proved they could do this effectively with the Crimson Fleet quest, Eye of the Storm. The unfolding of the crew's last days through recordings was really well done. I went out of my way to find all 13 recordings to find out what happened. The recordings could reveal what experiment that vault had to endure and how they dealt with it. So you could be really creative with what you come up with, and if they really wanted to get crafty, they could make it a vault that would be featured, the vault that's featured in the new Amazon show for a cool crossover promotion, and they could release it around the same time as the show. The third option would be just to make it an Easter egg or another snow globe location. You find the outside entrance, but you just can't enter. They could have you pick up a Vault-Tec snow globe for your collection. This way the writers won't have to worry about aligning all the Fallout lore with Starfield's lore. Like I said, they could just write it off as an Easter egg. The boring option, basically. Alright, so that was just a rundown of one of my ideas for a DLC that could help bring back interest to the game. Throwing a vault in might seem a little desperate, using the popularity of another game to help out Starfield, but I think it would be cool if they do it right. It would definitely get me to start playing again. But short video, I just haven't made one in a long time. I'm just trying to get something out there. Thanks for watching. I'm curious to know what you guys think in the comments. What are some other good ideas that Bethesda could go with to pull Starfield out of the negative? Alright, see you.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.